Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. I'm so excited to see that you're back. Today we're going to be talking about how to successfully grow your photography business. I'm going to go through 10 essential things that are going to help you be able to take your business to the next level. Now, being a good photographer and being able to take some great photos is not the only thing that's going to be able to take you from A to B to becoming a small startup photography business to a success. There's so much more behind it, including marketing, how you're finding new clients, the value that you're giving your clients, and so much more. So that's what we're here to talk to you about today. Number one, the first thing you're going to want to do is get your name out there. If you watched our last video, which you can find right here, on how to successfully start a wedding photography business, this is kind of the next steps that you're going to want to follow. Right now, you want to get your name out there. You want to have people get to know that you are a business and what you're offering, and how you can kind of do this is through friends and family. They're going to be your first step in being able to kind of spread the word that you've got this business. Your friends and family are typically your biggest supporters, your biggest cheerleaders, and they're going to be the ones that are typically going to be so happy to brag about their friend who's just recently started a new business. So the second one is building your brand. Find out what makes you unique. What is it about you that will make somebody want to go with you within the industry over somebody else? For wedding photographers, what are you bringing to the table that is different than your local competition or across the board? Bring your own personal uniquenesses to the table. Start to map out what is it that you love, what makes you unique. Do you love hiking? Do you love industrial? Do you love indoor? Do you love dark corners with unique light? Start to write all those things out, and those are going to become your brand. Another great question is, why are you even doing this? Why are you wanting to make a photography business? Knowing your why is super important and will really help you define your brand. There's a great book by Simon Sinek called Finding Your Why, which I'll link below in the description, that everyone should read. It goes through a series of exercises that allows you to figure out why you are doing what you're doing. And it goes all the way through why you do things in your personal life to your business life. It's a great read, it's not too long, and it's a great exercise for when you're starting your business. Sometimes when you start your business, you want to be able to offer absolutely everything. You want to do maternity, newborn, family, engagements, weddings, elopements, boudoir, absolutely everything. And that's okay. But people can kind of get confused on what you're actually offering if you just offer everything. It's best to choose the things that you're most interested in doing. So maybe that's weddings and engagements, and that's what you're going to share. You can do a little bit of everything, but you want to choose what you're going to share with people so that they know that you're the go-to person for weddings and engagement sessions. And that's how you become an expert within your industry. When you build out your website and your social media channels, you want someone, when they get to your page, be able to pass the grunt test. Now, what is the grunt test? The grunt test, someone should be able to look at your website and within 5 seconds answer these 3 questions. What is it that you offer? How will it make my life better? And what do I need to do to buy it? So within 5 seconds, you need to be able to answer those 3 questions for somebody so that they can quickly understand why they're on your site and how you're going to be able to help them. Otherwise, they're going to likely leave your page. So that all ties back to building your brand. When you figure out how you want your business to look and how you want to be able to share yourself for your clients so that when they find you, they kind of have a general idea of what they're going to expect. Number 3 is create a consistent edit. Editing is tough, but you want to be able to narrow down exactly how you're going to edit your images and what kind of look that you're going for. Do you love light, bright, and airy? Do you love dark and moody? Do you love more of that mid-ground of those earth tones and more natural colors? Try and figure out what style that you're really drawn to and how you want your images to look, and then start to spend some time in Lightroom going through your images and figuring out that consistent edit. Once you've nailed down your edit, save it as a preset, and then this is what you're going to use moving forward for your images. It's so important to have a consistent edit so that when somebody gets onto your website or your social media channels and they take a look at your images, they know exactly what they're going to get when you deliver your images on their engagement, wedding day, family session, whatever it is that you choose to do. Number 4 is build a website. Now, you don't need to hire a web developer to build a website. You can do it yourself. They're really not that hard. My 2 suggestions are check out Squarespace or WordPress, and you can buy a theme and you can build a beautiful, simple, clean website that will be able to attract clients to your site and be able to share with them who you're about, what's your brand about, and what you're offering. Once you have enough content, you want to start getting your content up onto your website. It doesn't matter if you shot one wedding, if you shot 10 weddings, get that content up onto your website, start sharing it, create an About Me page, put your pricing up on there, your contact page, and just make sure that it passed the grunt test on your homepage so that when they hit your front page, they know exactly what you're offering within 5 seconds. Now, another thing off of your website, you've built a contact page, people are going to start to fill out your contact page, but what are you going to reply with? Getting an email that has your company name as the domain is super important. So my email is hello@NicoleAlexPhotography, and that's super important to have that @NicoleAlexPhotography or whatever your company name is, so that it looks like it's professional versus just coming from @Hotmail, @Gmail, @Outlook, whatever it might be, .com. It kind of says to me that, like, I'm an amateur, I'm just starting out into the business, and honestly, I think it only costs $4 or $5 a month through Google. We get mine is a Gmail account, it just is under a different URL at the end. You don't want to give anybody a reason to feel that they can't trust you, that they're unsure about your skill level. You want to give them every reason. So by showing that, by having that @NicoleAlexPhotography.com, gives them one more reason that you know what you're doing, you're a professional, and you're going to take care of them no matter what. And that rolls perfectly into number 5, which is create value for your client. You want to create value for your client from the moment that they make contact with you all the way through to well after that you've finished your work for them, whether that be an engagement session, wedding, or whatever it might be. But you want to be able to show that you are an expert in your industry and that you are going to help them no matter what. You want to answer questions before they've even asked them. You want to be the pro so that when they're done, they're going to be so happy that they want to refer all their friends and family to you. It is never too early to create value for your clients. Sit down and think about what you'd want. If you were to get your photos done, how would you want to be treated? Would you want an email leading up to it? Certain things just go a long way. It might seem silly, it might seem like you're overdoing it, but you always want to make sure that the client knows that you care about them and that you are doing everything you can to make sure that they have the best experience. Another way you can create value for your clients is writing resources on your website. So once that website's up and going, create blog posts. You could talk about what to wear for family sessions, how to have a great maternity session, how to make sure that your little ones might behave a little bit better for a family session. Take some of your experiences and turn them into resources for your couples so that you can either send it to them or that maybe when they hit your website, they can read this resource and feel that you are the expert in the industry and you do know what you're talking about so that they do want to hire you. Now that you've created your website and you're starting to show value to your couples, you're starting to wonder, okay, I've got a website, I've got my social media channels, but where else can I find some clients? One of the ways that I had success in my first year was some Facebook wedding groups. Most of the time in your area, there are local wedding buy and sell groups that you can go in as a vendor, and most of the time it's free, and you can post that you are looking to take on some new weddings, you're a newer photographer, so because of that, you're willing to do it as a discounted rate. Post in there and show that you have some value, how you're going to be able to help these couples, and post some photos so that they have a general idea on what to expect. And most of the time, you're going to be able to have some success in these groups. Number 7 is super important. It's networking. Networking is so important because you have the opportunity to network with so many different people. People are always getting married. Somebody always knows somebody that's getting married and probably needs a photographer. Or it might be a family session, engagement session, maternity, whatever. Most of the time, somebody has an exciting milestone coming up in their life that they likely need a photographer for. So the more you network, the more your name's going to get out there. There are a few different avenues that you can network. Networking with your clients. So if you wow your clients and they love you, they're going to want to share your name to absolutely everybody. On the wedding day, this is the opportunity to network with absolutely everybody. Those bridesmaids, likely somebody is going to get married. The groomsmen, if you make an impression on the guys and they remember who you are, that's big. The family and friends and the guests, if you make sure that you are professional and you're polite and you're fun, then people are going to want to remember you. The amount of times that I've had someone that I didn't even realize was watching me during the day come up and ask for my business card because they'd love to either pass it along to a friend or their daughter or son is getting married or them themselves are getting married and they wanted to take my card. And the amount of times that you don't even realize that people are observing what you're doing, as long as you make sure that you are doing the right thing on wedding day, That's a great place to network, and sometimes you don't even have to do a ton. Another place to network is vendors. Other vendors are key because you want to build up a great vendor relationship with everybody, from florist, hair, makeup, DJs, wedding planners, everybody and anybody. If I haven't met a vendor on wedding day, I go up and I introduce myself and I try to grab their business card or their Instagram handle so that I can follow them, support them, because at the end of that wedding day, I'm probably going to share a few of the photos from the wedding and I want to tag them. I want to make sure that they also get the appropriate credit and that they also, are going to likely share my work. You're going to slowly meet a bunch of vendors, some you're going to really connect with, and you want to be able to refer some of your potential clients to these vendors. So by having this vendor network, you already are going to know that you have a florist, hair and makeup, DJ, videographer that you absolutely love, and that you're going to make your couple's life easier by recommending these couples, and the vendors are absolutely loving you. So you're creating value in two different areas that way. When you are done your wedding and you deliver the gallery, one of the best ways to really make an impression with the vendors is send them the photos. They love it. It's free marketing for you. Just tell them that you ask that they tag you or they mention you on their website, depending on how they're using them. And this is one of the best ways to really leave a memorable impression. Send them a note, say thanks, it was really nice working with you, and share your images. It's free marketing for you. They're going to post your beautiful photos all over their social media. People might find them, see, oh, who's the photographer? Oh, Nicole Photography. I'd like to hire her because her photos look incredible and clearly this vendor vouches for them and is sharing their photos. So by doing all of these different steps, you're giving yourself free promotion for very little work after the fact, and you're creating a great relationship with these vendors. Number 8 is collect reviews. You've done your work on your wedding day, your family session, your engagement session, and you know the couple's happy, you've delivered their images, and they just sent you the nicest email saying, oh my goodness, Nicole, we are obsessed with these photos. You've made everything just so easy. We'd love to recommend you to our friends and family. This is the perfect time to write them an email back and be like, would you be able to leave me a review? Reviews go such a long way because other potential couples are hitting your website, Google, The Knot, Wedding Wire, Facebook, and they want to see that you have had other happy clients. So by getting as many reviews as you can, it's super helpful to kind of ease the minds of potential clients without them having to do as much work. So send them an email with all the links already ready for them of all the places you'd like them to leave a review. That could be Google, Facebook, Wedding Wire, The Knot. Maybe you have a few other places that you'd like. Try not to send too many. Choose the ones that you feel are most important and ask them for the review. Number 9 is get a CRM. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. Now, my CRM, I use Dubsado. And if you'd like to learn a little bit more about Dubsado, I will leave a link below in the description. And if you choose to get Dubsado, my link gives you 20% off your first month or first year, depending on what you sign up for. So what is a CRM? It's designed to cut out the busy work for you. It allows you to prepare canned emails, contracts, proposals, questionnaires. It allows all your contact form information to come in so that it pre-populates all of your inquiries, and it just makes my life so much easier. It's a way to kind of take your paper PDF contract and make it look a little bit nicer, allow for e-signatures, and all of a sudden you look way more professional. It makes everything so easy, and once you set up the workflow for each of your clients, you pretty much don't have to do half the work anymore that you were originally having to do. Another really popular CRM besides Dubsado is Honeybook. I've tried them both. I prefer Dubsado, but everybody has their own opinion. Either way, no matter what you go with, it is such an important thing that if you have the money to be able to spend on getting a CRM, it is such a wow factor, and it adds that next level professionalism for your clients so that they, again, can feel like they trust you and like you are the professional and you know what you're doing. And finally, number 10 is get a professional photo delivery software. That is so important. If you are a photographer, you can't just be sending one USB key anymore in the mail. We are now living in the 21st century where everything is digital. USB keys are 100% okay, but you need something else. You can't upload to Google Drive, or that just doesn't work because it takes forever for you, it takes forever for your clients to download their images, so get something that works. The best two that I have used is PicTime and PixieSet. Again, I will leave them down below for you to check out. They both offer free trials, so you can test them out both and see which interface you like more. I originally began with Pixieset and absolutely loved it. It's super user-friendly for both yourself as well as your clients, but the only thing was you could not offer prints to your couples in Canada because all of the fulfillers were in the States. So I made the switch over to PicTime because they paired with GTA Imaging, which is based out of Toronto, Ontario. Now my couples don't have to pay the American dollar. You want to make things as easy as you can for your couples, or it's easy for you. You don't have to do any work. It goes straight to the fulfillment center. They do all the work. They ship. You get paid. It's unreal. It's awesome. Like, just do it. So guys, that's it. That's all I've got for you today. Those are the 10 ways on how to grow your photography business. If you have any other ways that have worked for you, leave them below in the comments. I'd love to know what you have found works. In the meantime, I would absolutely love if you guys can subscribe and hit that bell so that the next time I post a video, which is going to be really soon, you get notified so that you don't miss out on more jam-packed information that is coming your way. In the meantime, have a great rest of your day, guys, and I will see you very soon.